Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Mogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Yes, we're getting started with the channel's National Kids Cup, where round of 16, all the teams, they are all set. And the showdown is starting today.
Yes, today is the D-Day, basically. And after today's round of action, 8 schools will remain in contention for the ultimate 2 sports to represent Lagos at the Nationals. All the best to the boys.
Yannick's advantage Juventus in the UEFA Champions League. They are almost in the final. They were just too strong.
Nah, nothing old about this old lady from Turin.
They need to change their name. Come on.
I mean, basically.
How fat can you be to score 2 goals in a game?
Come on.
That's what they're saying. I didn't say that. We know who said that.
It's carrying a bit of timber, that's all. Higuain scored the 2 goals for Juve on the night, and they have 1 leg in the final of the UEFA Champions League. Okay, let's move on now, and this time still football, but we're taking a step lower to the UEFA Europa League, and it's going to be Manchester United will take on CELTA VIGO in the first leg of the UEFA Europa League semi-finals. This one will go down in Spain, and Manchester United and CELTA VIGO as well, so we'll be looking to make the final in Sweden. And it looks like it's going to be very competitive. United are condemned to winning this particular tournament because the top four hopes are not looking very good right now.
Yeah, because the only choice they have now is to win and to win and to win.
That's the safest choice.
That's right?
Very, very straightforward.
Let's start with the NBA.
Yeah, let's do the NBA, Cecilia. It's hotting up, really. And that's the NBA playoffs and semifinals.
And Rockets tied.
Yeah, it's tied. And this one, Houston versus San Antonio Spurs, looks like one of those ones that will go down to the wire. That will go down to a 7-game series. And the Spurs managed to level the series 1-1 just early this morning with a 121-96 victory over the Houston Rockets.
121-96 wasn't managed. It's convincing.
Yeah, convincing win. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but they won the match, which is what really matters.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard scored 34 points and dished out 8 assists and grabbed 7 rebounds in that particular victory. The series is now tied 1-1, like I said, and Game 3 is set for Houston on Saturday.
And also Game 4 on Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
So just keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, this one looks like the sun is finally poised. It's looking really, really competitive.
Yeah, it is. Well, injury worries for San Antonio Spurs because 8 minutes remaining in the game after Tony Parker scored about 18 points. He clutched his left knee and he lay on the floor, and it was actually, led off the court. So we don't know how far that will be for Spurs. So it's going to be a huge loss if he won't be available for the game on Friday and also the one on Sunday.
Yeah, huge loss. It is, eventually ruled out for the rest of the postseason. It was a very, basically they will do an MRI today to find out the extent of the injury, but it's not looking good at all. I won't be surprised if Tony Parker, 16-year veteran in the NBA, who's having a great time in this year's playoffs, is ruled out for the rest of the season. All the best, and wishing quick recovery. Elsewhere, Cecilia, the Cavs are just blowing teams away.
Saving the best for last, LeBron James, 39 points, becoming the NBA's second all-time leading scorer in the postseason.
125-103. That's why you call it raps. That's a demolition, annihilation right there from the Cavs. They lead that series 2-0 now. I'm talking about LeBron James. Cecilia, remember I said it during the regular season when we're talking about James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I told you, don't worry, let the playoffs come. It's going to be LeBron's time. May, June, he owns those 2 months, basically. And it was on fire again. 37 minutes to play. 39 points he scored for the Cavs. 10 of 14 shooting. That's very, very, very efficient. Went to the line 21 times and made just 15 out of it. Around 6 and assists, 4. And like I said, Cecilia, he now trails Michael Jordan, the only player ever, in front of LeBron James in terms of playoffs points is Michael Jordan.
5,987 points.
And LeBron is on 5,777 points.
Okay.
So it's safe to say that record is going to be his really, really soon.
Yeah, very soon. Very soon.
Not more to say about that.
You have it. That's the way it is.
Okay.
Now let's talk about some players earning more money in tennis. Talking about Wimbledon championships that are starting in July. What the organizers have released the prize money, and is a whopping more than £200,000 for the winners of the men and women's singles. And also you have those who will not go past the first round. They're also earning something big.
Everyone is benefiting now, but the big one is £31 million. Incredible stuff. That's the record prize money for this year's Wimbledon. And like I said, Cecilia, £2.2 million each for the men's and women's singles champions. We know it's equality. Really,
that's the one thing I love about tennis.
Yeah, Wimbledon, and I love all these other big tournaments have started to actually adopt that equality.
Standard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a lot of money to be made, no doubt at all. I mean, £2.2 million.
A huge. It's good. Because last year they had £28.1 million. That was what they had last year as the prize money.
12.5% increase. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm happy that the organizers decide to take into cognizance those ones who are not the big stars.
Sure.
When you're first round losers, you can benefit as much as £35,000. About 17% up from what they got last year. So as long as you're playing, you're able to get into the main draw, the first round exit, then you also make some money. I think they had to take into consideration what they're having at home, because Britain is hosting. They know that they have to give the home players, more slots, give them wild cards, then those playing through the qualifiers get into the main draws and all that. So as long as you're able to get into the main draw, you definitely be going home with something.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go listen to the chairman of the All England Club Championship, Philip Brook. Eisen speaking on this record prize money for the 2017 Wimbledon Championship.
Overall, we are increasing our prize money by 12.5%. That is a £3.5 million increase, and it takes the total prize money at Wimbledon in 2017 to £31.6 million. For our singles champions, there is a 10% increase in prize money. So last year's £2 million prize increases to £2.2 million. We have again this year awarded above average percentage increases in terms of our first round main draw prize money, and also every round at qualifying. So all of those players will receive a 16.7% increase on last year.